Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So I want to discuss everything that we learned at New York Comic Con. Sadly, we got no casting news. I was expecting that, but we got none of that. But we did learn a date where I do think we're going to learn a lot of stuff then. And that date is November 22nd, just because of how many things are going to be filmed by then. November 22nd is the day that Talking Dead will be returning. And it will be returning, I'm sure, with Gimple. I'm sure other people will be on there. And what Chris Hardwick said is that they're going to be returning, talking about all things Walking Dead universe. And you know, at that point, they will be talking about The Walking Dead. At that point, they will have been filming for at least a month and a half. They'll have a teaser trailer for sure by then. So it's possible we get something by then, but I'm expecting it for sure by then. And I also want to say, yes, I saw all of you guys in the chat. I saw a lot of people saying, hi, MOVIEidol, are you here? This and that. I saw all of you guys there. I just don't want to say hey in this neck because I didn't want people trying to talk to me and stuff like that. I wanted the focus to be on the show and on the panel and stuff. But I saw all of you guys. I wanted to say hey, but yeah, I just didn't want the chat to go, talking to me and stuff like that. Anyways, before we go any further, if you are new to the channel and you want more Walking Dead content like this, make sure to be a subscriber. Tomorrow, I will be posting my review for The Walking Dead World Beyond Episode 2 and Fear the Walking Dead Season 6's premiere. I haven't watched Fear the Walking Dead Season 6's premiere yet, but I have watched World Beyond, and I have a lot of thoughts on that episode. So if you're interested in all of that, just make sure to be a subscriber. Now, I do want to say the live event is a lot better, like doing the YouTube premiere thing where everyone just watches it live. I believe during San Diego Comic-Con, they just posted the video. Like at the time the video was, or the panel was supposed to go live, they just uploaded the video. And I think it didn't work as well because people were just fast forwarding all of it. It wasn't like this event where everyone was there present and watching it at the same time. A lot of people would fast forward it, or they would just press pause and they would watch it at their own, their own pace. And this time everyone was just watching it live. And it was really exciting, honestly. It would be cool to do a live stream reacting to it or just something like that. But it is very hard because I don't want to take away from that. And honestly, as a fan, watching panels like that, I kind of like to just do it on my own because it's just, I'm a fan too, right? Like I'm a huge fan of the show and it's so fun watching the actors and actresses interact. The cast is just amazing. They're always so much fun. And yeah, I mean, the live event is it's a lot of fun. And I think if there's, next year at Comic-Con, hopefully, people can actually attend by then. But if not, I'm expecting they should be able to for sure by then. But if not, then definitely do the YouTube premiere thing. I think it works a lot better. But yeah, sadly, this is our last Comic-Con really until next summer because there's the two big ones, right? There's like the San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. They might do other things, I'm sure. Talking Dead is going to be a live event like that, right? But it'll air on AMC, obviously. Now, the one thing I'm really interested in is I want to know who Twizzler Dan is, like the Commonwealth soldier. I hope we have like behind the scene footage of that because Kari Payton on the panel said that everyone was in this dramatic state while filming that because, it was the Commonwealth soldiers were all supposed to come out yelling, freeze, put your hands up and all of that. But you had one Commonwealth soldier in the back who had his helmet off and he was eating a Twizzler. And then as soon as they said everyone run out, he was like panicking and trying to get his helmet on and run out. So yeah, for now, I'm just going to call him what Kari Payton was calling him, Twizzler Dan. Now, we learned some stuff about the Rick Grimes movies, and I feel like I have to do a Rick Grimes movie video soon because I haven't done one in a while. But Gimple did confirm because a fan asked him, like, are the movies still happening? And the question was, are the movies, with an S, plural, are they still happening? And he said, yes, they are still happening. And he has a hard time wording it just because he actually even said like Andrew Lincoln was much better talking about these movies like he did, I think in the last month or two or something, because he did give an update on the movies and he was a lot better at describing or I guess hyping these movies. And like he said, like they're working on them. And yeah, I think all the talk of these three movies aren't happening. I think it's just so pointless. And I don't know why people are saying that the movies aren't happening. Gimple confirmed today that the movies, plural, are happening. So that is the plan. Obviously, they're not going to focus on the second and third film right now because they're trying to get the first film done, like I've been saying for a very long time now. Once this first film is done, they'll focus on the second. And then once that second one is done, they'll focus on the third. But they're waiting to film this thing, right? They're waiting for everything to get a lot better so that they can actually film this movie. And I know The Walking Dead is filming right now and all of that. I do get that, but the Rick Grimes movie can't really film because Andrew Lincoln and them have to fly over from London and stuff. And not even just that, the safety protocols that they're taking and the way that they're filming things, they're not going to have walkers coming up to them. There's certain things where you're not going to have actors like touching each other or really like that close to each other. They're going to edit it in the show where you're not going to be able to notice it. Like, you're not going to notice the fact that these characters aren't that close together. Like, it's not going to be so noticeable where you notice every character is 6 feet apart. Like, it's going to be edited in a way where you can't really tell. It's going to be just like a normal episode of The Walking Dead. But, you know, you're able to do that with these 6 new episodes. You're able to actually do that with the story. Whereas I think with the Rick Grimes movie, you're going to have a lot of things that need to be done, I'm sure, where actors are going to have to touch each other, right? Like in terms of someone turning to a walker, having to put down a walker. And I'm not saying that you can't do that, because I'm sure there's a way that you could do that still and film it and it would be safe. But I'm just thinking, because the CRM, they could be doing experiments on people and stuff. You're going to have someone on a cot. You'll have a doctor or scientist going up to them. You know what I mean? It's little things like that the movie will definitely they'll have to do things like that with Rick being, I don't know why I'm picturing him and just like, you know, locked up and stuff. There's just a lot of things that they have to wait for this thing to be done to be able to film. And, you know, Andrew Lincoln, I'm sure he's in a rush. Like he said, he was itching to play Rick Grimes again. He misses it a lot, but they want to wait until it's safe to do so. So I'm expecting next summer, late summer. We're just really going to have to see. At this point, I don't know when all of this is going to be over. And it is so frustrating for me. I hate this so much. We also did learn that Rick and Michonne's disappearance is going to be explored a lot more through Judith in these 6 new episodes. And Angela Kang couldn't really talk about whether or not other characters are going to find out what happened to Michonne and what she found out in the final season. But she did say that she's working on that for the final season, and she can't really say any more than that. So I do think that is going to be a reveal. It's not going to happen in these 6 new episodes, but that will be a part of the final season, right? Obviously, Daryl and Carol are going to find out about Rick. They just kind of have to, but she can't go that far ahead. Like, her focus right now is on these 6 new episodes. She's not focusing on the final season really right now. Well, in terms of writing, she probably is, but in terms of doing like press interviews and talking about it, like she wants everyone to focus on these 6 new episodes. We also did learn that we're going to see a lot more Negan and Daryl team up, which is going to be really awesome. I do think that relationship is going to be really great. Or it's going to be a great aspect for future episodes, because Negan is redeeming himself, and he's still always going to be Negan, but he's like Norman Reedus said during the panel, he is finding more of a family within Alexandria and stuff. And I do think Daryl's going to be able to see that he is changing. And even though Daryl might not completely forgive him completely, I think he might get it when he starts to see Negan really change and stuff like that. I do think it'll be such a crazy moment, you know, where Daryl and Negan share a laugh or whatever, right? Like, that's one of my favorite scenes of season 10 is when Negan was pretending to Lucille Daryl. Like, I think that's one of my favorite scenes for sure of season 10. Also, Maggie and Negan, that is for sure happening in these 6 episodes. And I talk about that a lot. I mentioned it a lot in the last couple of videos, but hearing the cast talk about it and I guess the showrunners and all of them, hearing them be vocal about it is just exciting, because I can't wait for that. And also, one thing that I definitely really liked was that Norman Reedus said that he misses wise-ass Daryl, because I think we all do. And I've been talking about that a lot in my rewatch series, was that I miss that old Daryl so much, and I wish Daryl was more like that. And I do get, like, there's children around, like Norman Reedus said, so he can't really be swearing and act like this. He has to kind of fill Rick's shoes, right? Like, he has to be that person. He doesn't want to be. It makes him feel whatever, but he just goes with it. I do like that Daryl too. I do like this Daryl. I want to get back to that old Daryl too, but I think that's what the Daryl and Carol show is going to be about, is these characters, you know, in Alexandria and stuff, they're treated like heroes. They're like the main people. They're almost like celebrities, but they're not celebrities. I don't want to like label them that, because that's just the wrong word in general, but you know what I mean? Like, they're more important in those communities. They're more like leaders. It's kind of like Rick, right? We saw that in season 9 when Rick went to the sanctuary. A lot of people were saying, oh, that's the Rick Grimes, like that's Rick Grimes. So Rick was a little famous, right? And Daryl and them are kind of at that point right now where they're the leaders of these communities. They're very important people who make decisions for everybody. And so when they go out on the road for their spinoff show, it might feel like that a little bit, right? Like, they're very important, but they're going to run into people who like don't really give a shit as to who they are. So it'll have to be a little humbling a little bit, and just, you know, being out in the real world again. What's that going to do to those 2 characters? Because they're so used to being in this safe community for so long, right? What's it going to be like when they're out on the road again, meeting new people again, and just starting all over? And you know why they're going to do it too. It's because they're out there looking for Rick. And if Rick's not home, then it doesn't really feel like home. And I think that's why they go out, is because they're out there looking for Rick. And I really can't wait for those conversations to go down. I can't wait for Daryl and Carol to talk about Rick and be like he's been gone this long. And like, I just, Daryl saying, I wish I knew I would have been out there all this time looking for him. I can't wait for all of those conversations to take place. And I think that's why I'm so excited about this show. And a lot of fans are really excited about it because Angela Kang is showrunning the entire thing. And obviously she has done such amazing work on The Walking Dead. So I really can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to feel like the same show. I'm sure the tone will be different, but it's going to feel like the same show because Angela Kang is a showrunner. And just the fact that she's there, she brings a certain tone and feel to the show. Because obviously I think you've noticed that with the Whisperer arc and this Commonwealth arc. It's very different from the Savior arc and the stuff that Gimple did. And the fact that you have Daryl and Carol there, it's going to feel like, it's the same DNA as The Walking Dead, but I'm sure there will be a slightly different tone because they're probably purposefully going to want to do that. But yeah, I enjoyed the New York Comic Con panel. I do wish that we learned some more information, but we did learn, I guess, more stuff on specific stories for these 6 new episodes. And we also got the confirmation that the Rick Grimes movies are still happening, which I think I'm going to do a Rick Grimes movie video just because I haven't done one in a while. I want to talk about, I don't know, I'll have to figure out something that I want to talk about with it because, yeah, I just miss talking about Rick Grimes. So maybe I will do that later today. But post all your thoughts down below. Did you guys check out the New York Comic Con panel? And I guess just let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.